Israel Gaza Iran War News Live Update. Europe wants to criticize Iran at UN nuclear meeting. Diplomats informed AFP that Britain, France, and Germany will seek to condemn Iran for its lack of cooperation with the UN nuclear watchdog at its board meeting on Monday despite US resistance. Tehran is the only non-nuclear weapon state to enrich uranium to 60% and build huge stockpiles, according to the IAEA. That approaches atomic weapon enrichment levels of 90%. It also exceeds the nuclear power station limit of 3.67%. Iran has consistently denied wanting a nuclear weapon, but one ambassador claimed its rapid nuclear program expansion has no credible civilian basis. AFP said that diplomats submitted a move against Iran at the Vienna summit because of urgency to react to the gravity of the situation. The anticipated resolution follows the November 2022 IAEA board resolution. Even though Iran has greatly increased its nuclear program since then, the IAEA board has not censured it. At the last board meeting in March, European powers abandoned their Iran confrontation plans due to Washington's lack of support. Diplomats say the US denies hindering European efforts to hold Tehran accountable, but believes a censure may exacerbate Middle East tensions before November presidential elections. Essential and urgent. Recently, Iran and the IAEA have had poor cooperation, with the UN nuclear watchdog struggling to verify Iran's nuclear program. Diplomats warn the US cannot be inactive amid Iran's aggression and may modify its position before this week's vote. IAEA Chief Rafael Grossi visited Iran in May to boost cooperation, aiming for concrete results quickly. The helicopter crash that killed Iran's President Ebrahim Raisi last month halted negotiations. However, diplomats believe Iran is stalling due to the disaster. AFP got a draft resolution that addresses all issues. The confidential draft states that Tehran must provide technically viable explanations for uranium particles identified at 2 undeclared Iranian sites. Iran must also reverse its withdrawal of the designations of numerous experienced agency inspectors and, without delay, reconnect nuclear monitoring cameras. The document also expresses concerns about recent public pronouncements made in Iran regarding its technical capacity to develop nuclear weapons and probable modifications to Iran's nuclear doctrine. Wider impasse. Iran has gradually violated its 2015 nuclear deal with the US, China, Russia, France, Germany, and the UK. Iran received sanctions relief in exchange for atomic program limits under the Landmark Pact. The 2018 unilateral withdrawal by then-President Donald Trump shattered it. Attempts to resuscitate the deal have failed. The US has apparently been hesitant to accept a resolution because Tehran has typically tended to double down on the precise practices that are eliciting criticism, Crisis Group Iran researcher Nassem Rafati told AFP. He noted that Washington would likewise be reluctant to publicly rupture with its European friends. A board showdown reflects a wider standoff over Iran's nuclear development, with little diplomatic movement but growing anxiety over a program that continues to expand under minimal international control, Rafati said. Russia's ambassador to international organizations in Vienna, Mikhail Ulyanov, wrote on X on Sunday that the IAEA board meeting will be tumultuous. The anti-Iranian resolution risks significantly aggravating the situation, according to Ulyanov.